Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. Oh my god, I've got some big news for you today. Let's get right on the way. So the base case scenario, we'll see XRP move to this price level. So AMB Crypto have launched this article. They're talking about, where are we at right now? What does it look like? Where can we go? Where is it going to go over the next couple of weeks, a couple of days? What can happen? How are we positioned at the moment? And so it goes, a little bit, like we're talking about, support, where support levels are, and it talks about the reasoning and, where can it go from here? And it talks about, this could lead to potentially touching 92 cents, touching a dollar. It's not a bad article, it just talks about how, it's building up momentum, and so therefore, from a technical perspective, they reckon that it can go to 92 cents. But I've got things that I'm going to be showing you a little bit later on, which I think are going to get you pretty excited about the whole overall market of the crypto market and squash some of the rumors and suggestions of a bear market. Now, I touched on this yesterday, so Ripple CEO says Binance has documents relevant to the SEC lawsuit. This is a different article, a little bit more depth to what Brad Garlinghouse is going into here. And essentially, the documents from Binance that contain information regarding the process by which Garlinghouse conducted transactions on foreign exchanges with the 6th ranked cryptocurrency XRP is the key thing that he's looking for, and that will help with Garlinghouse's case against the SEC as well. So just wanted to clarify that, just make sure you guys are aware. Interesting, relevant, and we'll see how this all unfolds. Now, I want to show you here, let me see if you can see this. So what I want to show you here is how slowly but surely the XRP price is starting to move away from Bitcoin. Long way to go. Long way to go. But if you look at Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and if you look at those two, you can see they have a different rhythm. They have almost an identical rhythm. Bitcoin goes down, Doge goes down. But slowly but surely, XRP is starting to break away from the dominance of Bitcoin. It's a very, very good sign. It's a very positive, bullish sign. And of course, something that is only a matter of time until it finally breaks free of the Bitcoin dominance. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on the levels and how it performs against it, but very good news indeed. Now, SEC Chief Gensler demands additional power from Congress to fully regulate crypto. He is on a mission, this guy. This guy wants to regulate everything. He wants everything to be crystal clear. And overall, apart from the SEC going after XRP, but overall, this is great. This is exactly, regulations bring clarity. Clarity bring the masses. That is why everyone is excited about regulations. It's not that, will I miss people being able to make a token and, going online and trying to rip money off people? Yeah, absolutely. Like, that stuff should not be happening. That is so bad for the industry when some random organization makes a token, shoves it online into your TikToks and all that, gets a whole bunch of influencers to be extremely overpaid to pump it, and then they dump on everybody. Like, that is disgusting behavior. And that is not what the masses want to get into. Nobody wants to go into an industry that is so unregulated. And so legal clarity and regulations will bring the masses to crypto. That is why I'm excited. Now, from your portfolio perspective, if you hold a coin that serves no purpose, that should technically not even be in your portfolio, you just bought it because you thought, the doggy picture was cool, right? The meme coin. Be very careful, because when these regulations hit, you could find yourself from whatever balance you have on those to a flat zero quicker than a Ferrari accelerated 0 to 100. And no mocking Ferrari, please. Now, very good, very positive that this is happening, right? Now, CoinJar in Australia has launched Australia's first crypto MasterCard. It's not XRP news, but it is news about relevancy and how the world is moving towards being more pro-crypto. So for me, that it is a positive, right? It is absolutely fantastic to see. More of this will be coming out in the coming months and years, and so very good. Now, that Gary Gensler news is driving a lot of traffic around the world at the moment, but also he's specifically putting a alarm on growing DeFi activity, and that is exactly what he wants to regulate. So it'll be very interesting to keep a close eye on this, on what implications DeFi projects have, and what extra rules and potentially extra taxes those organizations might have. So we'll be keeping a very, very close eye on this, because those regulations will definitely have an impact on how certain projects will go. Like, some projects will go good, some projects will go bad, but we'll be keeping a very close eye on that. For the first time since 2018, Google is allowing and starting to running Bitcoin ads. Now, this has not been seen, like I said, from March 2018. And although very, very interesting, right? I mean, to see this pop up again, and especially on a day where the last couple of days, YouTube has changed a little bit its algorithm and rules around the cryptocurrency space. Very, very interesting to see this occur. Now, of course, this isn't why I think we're going bullish, right? I mean, this isn't, what you came here to see today. This is what you came here to see. So Tether Whales moved 374 million or billion. That's a lot of crypto. And an analyst predicts a big run on the horizon, right? So what we're talking about here is that that's a lot of money that has been moved into Tether, and the crypto whales moved hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Tether on and off exchanges over the weekend as Bitcoin soared to its highest prices in more than a month. BTC is still trading at 38,200, what's a little bit lower now at time of writing, but at one point had surged to 42.6 over the weekend according to CoinGecko. Now, what we know here is on Sunday, an unknown wallet pulled more than $153 million worth of USDT off the lending platform Compound in 3 separate transactions, according to Crypto Tracker Whale Alert. Now, Ethereum Blockchain Explorer Etherscan shows also the entity behind the wallet is Deep Pocket Crypto Holder. What we're talking about here, additionally, 4 separate unknown wallets of more than 221 million worth of dollar-pegged stablecoin to crypto exchanges over the weekend. We got some big whales coming. They're coming. And they're going to buy everything. And it's going to send this space to the stratosphere. And so what's really exciting about this is where we're going right now, how it's been trending so far. It has been a pullback for the last couple of days, but we're literally kicking off a storm here with a lot of money being transferred. And so for me, what's really exciting about this is that it's shown that over the last couple of months, from mid-April till now, the whales have been accumulating, and now they're ready to roll and they're ready to make some big moves. So why I'm telling you, if you are short, I want you to really think about this, right? Because obviously I can't tell you what to do, but you got to look at the numbers and what's coming and where it's coming and how it's moving. I would be considering other alternatives as well, not just thinking that we're going to go into 20,000s and all that. I've had all sorts of inquiries come through, and I just want to show you some numbers behind why people like myself are bullish on the entire industry, and this is one of those cases. But of course, do your own research, please, because at the end of the day, it is really, really, really important for you to hear many different aspects. People like myself, people around the world, and then your own research to make a decision. But make sure. Now, this is the legal document that has been going on around the whole Binance thing. It is public knowledge. You can find it. You can get an understanding of what's going on inside this document. It's really interesting stuff to read. Let's have a look at some of the indicators on what's been going on. Now, when we begin to look at the indicators, very similar approach to what I mentioned yesterday. I actually thought that by now we would have dipped even a little bit more, but the XRP price has not been exactly following that of Bitcoin. Our Bitcoin got now 37,755 at the moment. And it's holding pretty good. Like, compared to Bitcoin, it's holding pretty well right now. We got some others which are way more down than what Bitcoin is at the moment. But this is on the 12-hour chart. When we look at the daily chart, where we can see that the daily dominance is still there, right? So from a MACD perspective, it's insane to see these kind of figures and numbers, and for people to think that we're not in a bullish market. But overall, I can appreciate how some people think. But when I look here, I can see us maybe project, if we're going to continue this drop, we're going to maybe drop to 64 cents from this perspective, touch that line of the moving average, and then bounce off and continue to run. But from my perspective, even though hourly, 4 hourly, and all that are moving into a bearish segment, you got to zoom out and think of the bigger picture here, right? And the bigger picture is bullish. So be careful about your indicators and how you do. Now, if you were a day trader and you're looking for potentially make, a little bit here, a little bit there, and potentially, look at these indicators and look if there's a sweet spot that you can, grab 3, 4, 5% and then continue to move. But if you're a long-term holder, none of this is relevant, right? It's a bullish market and we'll continue to go up. But let's have a look at the drawings and I'll dive deeper there. I'm going to kick off the drawings today with a chart where we look at the Bitcoin versus a USDD. And what we're seeing here, you guys have asked me about this, right? And maybe, if we discontinue this trend, we touch 34 and then continue to go up. But I personally, from my own technical perspective, and please be mindful, this is just my opinion on this, I believe we're going to see 53 before we see 33. And I'm just saying it. I'm calling it out. I think you will see 53 Bitcoin before you see 33 Bitcoin. I'm just saying, that's my own personal opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But of course, you must do your own research and back it up. Now, 64 cents, if we continue on the downtrend, yeah, I can see that. And be on the lookout for that if you are thinking and considering, getting into. Now, I will say though, that even though I'm telling you that as far as, like from when I look at the charts and all that, we are now at that 70 cents critical area where if we bounce from here, then you will see a dollar very, very quickly over, 24, 48 hours. But I don't think so. I don't think here is the point where we're going to bounce. I think 64 is looking much, much more realistic. Yeah, I don't see it at the moment from a resistance. I think there will be that support level will come at that 64 cents. Failure for 64, it'll be 61. Break 61 will be 58. And then the best one, the strongest one is 52. Do I think we're going to get anywhere near that? No, I don't think so. But again, that's just one person's opinion, and you should make zero assumption based on that. You can take my word, but please back it up with your own research. I'm telling you time and time again, back it up, because one person does not predict a market. Now, exciting news when I look at this particular chart and analyze things in this particular way. $3.31, $20.64, and $181. Now, $121 and hitting $20, yeah, a little bit challenging, right? About 14 and then retracing back to about 8 or 7. Yes, I do see that. But keep in mind that this particular wave 5, which will go well into 2022, make no mistake about it, you will not see triple digits in 2021. And if we do, bonus, but I just don't see it. But 2022, yes, I do see us potentially getting to those numbers. So over here, we are in a critical level right now at that 70. Failure to break the 70 will be 64, 65 cents. Keep an eye out on this particular window because we are right here. We're in literally at that 70 cents point. So keep a very, very close eye on that. Like I mentioned, I think 64 will be the kickoff area. So we'll keep a very close eye. But of course, things change, right? So we'll keep a close eye on this on a daily basis. You come back tomorrow and I'll be right here with you. The future looks bright. The future is bullish over the next coming months. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. And I look forward to see you on the next one.